Hello, everyone. Welcome to another show of the First Fruit Stock Line. Hey, I hope everyone is having a great week so far. Um, yeah, I'm here weekly, and today, man, I had something all set, and I'll probably go into that. But let's go into uh, this. I'm gonna go into from the grapevine today, and there- okay. So I just want to talk. I had a slide. I don't know what happened to it. Gone at the moment. But Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going at it. Um, and this has brought the stock market down today on problems with Tesla and Palantir. Both had big drops today. And it's interesting. Palantir is also a company that does a lot of government contracts. Um, And but man, this is something to watch. I mean, something kind of anticipated, right? We knew that, Donald Trump has a very strong personality. Musk is a logical, also strong personality. And everyone said that they'll see how long the love fast lasts. And it seems like it has officially ended. And basically, the main point was Musk disagreed with the gosh, can't remember what we call it. The bill, the the bill that they're passing in regards to the new tax bill, Donald Trump's tax bill. And it's it's interesting, but I guess it does not have a lot in regards to EV credits. And and I think Musk was upset with that. Um, but I don't think Donald Trump ever ran on that he would um do anything with EVs. I mean, it was basically um, Biden who was a proponent of EVs and the whole clean energy thing, but Donald Trump never decided it. So they're basically going at it, and we'll see how this ends. A lot has been done, a lot has been said, done behind doors. So we'll see with the continuous arguing and back and forth. We'll see where this leads us to. But it's just interesting to watch. Humans are humans, no matter what level they are. They get along, they don't get along. This just happens to be in public, and this just happens to be the world's um, richest man and the president of the free world now going at it. This is going to be interesting. Well, today's topic that I discuss that I want to discuss is that a lot of times we discuss generational wealth, right? Generational wealth has been kind of one of those hot topics, but no one ever talks about generational financial bullying. Generational financial bullying. It's when, uh, you know, generational poverty, you can say that out, but bullying is when, people do have some means, do have a job, are able to um, at least make it to the middle class in the United States. But what happens is some of those habits, some of those financial habits of the middle class aren't the greatest. I mean, just think about Dave Ramsey built a whole platform on helping the middle class understand what's really happening. And yes, this is getting out of debt, not investing, spending, spending, spending. And we know this economy is set up strictly for you to spend and keep on spending. And it really taps into a mental state from when you are a kid and they plant these seeds, and it becomes very hard for you to save, right? Very hard for you to save. So today I wanted to have a discussion. So let me just go to the intro screen of the show. The student loan problem is a huge problem, and last month, in May, they announced that they will start collections again for student loans, and in 30 days, and it's been 30 days. So talk. I wanted to discuss how big this problem is, and this is one of those generational things where we're told, and we have to get an education. That's true, right? But how we pay for education and being in debt for years on years really has to change. I'm going to show you the largest loan servicer and issuer of student loans in the nation. I'm going to show you the stock, and we're going to discuss that. So let's get into the market. All right. So let's first disclosure. The information provided in the First Fruit Stock Club for educational and informational purpose only should not be considered financial investment, tax, or legal advice. The views expressed by the host and guest requested own, not reflect the opinions of financial institution or regulatory authority. You keep reading. Okay, so today the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 108 point. Man, it was a rocky day today. The day started off positive, then it went down. All it would it cratered. Then it fought its way back, and then it cratered again, and it fought its way back, and it cratered again. And then the news came out with about Trump and Elon Musk, and that just soured the market. The market did not like that. Man, it's also I was reading about option traders right now. They said that Tesla has one of the largest put options, or the largest volume of put options on the stock has ever had. So people were on this. I had some options ready. I did not execute, but I might execute. I think there's still time. I don't think this is going to get solved overnight, and so we'll see. We'll see if I put in some options on this, on that, or I could take the other way because I don't know. Put options. People who have purchased put options on Tesla this year, you made a lot of money. Like if you started at the beginning of inauguration before everything crashed, you made a lot of money. Okay, but um, but over probably averaging over time, and it's been said it's not been profitable for options or put option buyers to sell short Tesla. Like it hasn't been a profitable trade, but we'll see. So it's like when you count Elon out, that's when things always turn around. So we'll see how this works out. So anyway, S&P 500 down 31, 51, and the Nasdaq down 162 and 4. So so yeah, this is what I really wanted to discuss today: investing versus student loans. Right? It's it's important that we start our kids off on the right direction, on the right way, and that's why understanding and getting to understand how to manage your own portfolio, and so you can manage your kids' portfolio. Okay, so when they come up of age, and maybe this is late, maybe your kids are of age right now, and but it's still a chance for you to develop a portfolio for them while they're in school. So when they're out of school, yes, hey, you can take some of that and pay down some of the student loan debt that you're going to have. Student loan debt is the worst debt you can have because you can't bankrupt out of it. It's a very profitable um, source of income for our government and for the company that we're going to discuss. Very, very profitable. And so that's that's the generational bullying thing. So like you get out of school and you have these loans over your head. You got to pay these payments, and the economy may not be in good standing. You might have to you may not be able to get a job in your industry. I had that experience. I was a financial advisor. Man, that was my dream job. I just wanted to sell securities. That's all I wanted to do in life. And had and just wanted to sell securities. But I graduated in one of the worst stock market crashes in history, the dot com crash, the year 2000. I was operating during that time, and I mean, I had a business and I was doing pretty well, and everything just went haywire. Stocks lost 80 to 90% of their value, and people were not buying stocks at that time. They stopped buying securities. So, so it was a problem. So you never know what economy your kid is going to graduate in. So it really helps them out, you know, buying real estate for them, having a property for them. Look at the cost of housing. It doesn't seem to be changing with the rates where they are, and we owe so much debt. So they're trying to reduce rates. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. So anytime soon. I know people keep saying, especially if you're in real estate, you hope that they're going to cut rates. I don't think that's going to happen, right? The people who own our debt, they want higher rates because they consider us a riskier bet because we have so much debt right now. So you can request a higher rate and higher return when the investment becomes risky. And understand our debt is owned all over the world in pension plans all over the world because it's the best debt, right? We don't go bust. We pay our debts. What we do. And what happens is you see a lot of programs being cut right now to pay that interest on the debt. Right? That's one of the things. And we have to pay those bondholders, right? So we have some issues. We have some issues as a country. We have some issues. But for you, you can decide, to live. I, my wife and I, we live mostly a debt-free life, except our house, maybe a few small things that I could probably pay off at any time. But yeah, we just try to stay out of just for the fact of I had the issue when I was a financial advisor. It's like, you just want to be free so you can invest. And like if your money is always going to payments, you never have money to invest. And the economy pounds because once you start on one thing, something else comes up. You never buy something and think that that's the last time you're going to pay for that thing. You have to get in the mindset that you're going to pay for this thing when you purchase something, when you purchase a car, purchase a house, you're renting, you go on vacation, that whatever it is, people are in business to get paid over and over again. You're not going to pay for that thing just once. It's not how this country works, right? So when you buy things, you better be. Jay-Z's discussed. He said, "Look, you better be able to buy it twice." Because this country is set up. That's how it's set up. It's set up for you to have to buy things over and over again. Remember, you get paid on a bi-weekly or bi-monthly basis. Therefore, guess what? The companies have to make money on a bi-weekly or bi-monthly basis. It's how they make their profits. So that is why, this is the greatest financial, we have the highest, the most wealth has been built in this country ever, in any country ever in history. But as I discussed in my last show is that 63%, the survey done, 63% of employees could not come up with a $500 emergency. That's because they get involved in systems that I'm just going to discuss. This is the system, the student loan system, right? You end up paying these student loans for a very long time, and it hinders you from investing, right? That's why investing has to be a bill, it has to be front and giving. It hinders you from giving and investing. They're two of the most important things financially you could do. So anyway, let's move on to this subject. So investing versus student loans. It says more than 5 million borrowers have not made a monthly. And I apologize for maybe the way I sound today. I just got Invisalign. So working, having these Invisalign, excuse me, and having to wear these things. I'm just getting used to it. But I had I had braces initially, um, but I hated wearing the retainers. So of course now I'm paying for it twice. And as we say, as I was just telling you, once you get something, you're gonna be pay for it forever. Maybe if I didn't have the retainers, but even retainers you have to pay for. So you have to be aware and make sure you can really pay for stuff. Okay. So making money. So student loans, investing versus student loans. More than 5 million borrowers have not made a monthly payment in over 360 days and sit in default, many for more than 7 years, and 4 million borrowers are late stage delinquency, 91 to 180 days. As a result, there could be almost 10 million borrowers in default in a few months, right? So we're September, August, September. This is going to be a real big problem. All right. Um, so when this happens, almost 25% of the federal student loan portfolio will be in default. 25% of the student loan portfolio. This is a big deal. Let's go. Today, 42.7 million borrowers owe more than 1.6 trillion in student debt. 1.6 trillion in student debt. That is the size of the GDP or the income of a lot of countries. Crazy. So only 38% of borrowers are in repayment and current on their student loans. So the stock in spotlight is SLM or Sally Mae. Man, I thought it's interesting. So Nvidia just made, I'm gonna go into this chart in a second, but Nvidia just became the world's largest company by market cap, over 3 trillion, surpassed Microsoft, and man, and they have a profit margin of like 45 to 50%. Sally Sally Mae or SJM has a profit margin of 50%. 50% net profit margin. Net profit margin. That means after they pay all their bills, 50% profit off of student loans. It's a very profitable business for them. Very profitable. So SLM, um, yeah, the stock is uh went down 24.84 in April, that April low, and it's been running ever since. So just the history of it, it transitioned to privatization. It used to be a government owned agency. In 1996, Congress initiated the privatization of Sally Mae through SLM Reorganization Act. This process culminated. I can't talk today. I apologize. In 2004, when Sally Mae became a fully privatized company, ending its federal charter and GSE status. It's crazy. So it's a big issue with these student loans, and we're going to see this really come to life in about a few months. So that August, September, and this is going to be a problem in the markets because uh, these borrowers of student loans, they can't buy other things, they can't consume, and 70% of our economy is consumption, right? People consuming things, and and of course they're not going to be able to consume because they have loan payments. They have to start making loan payments. A lot of people are in default of loans. So I just say to close out the show, it's very important that you become an investor, not only for you, for your kid. All right. Stop putting it off. And you have to invest in the front of your paycheck. If you get paid at Friday at 12 o'clock, if you get paid Friday at 12 o'clock, you should be depositing money into your brokerage account and giving at 12:01, right? If you don't, by 5 o'clock that day, most people say they look at their paycheck and it's gone, right? And it doesn't really matter how much, but you have to get the habit and put in. That's what first fruits is all about. Putting those first dollars to work, very, very important. All right. So, man, guys, just to close out the show, and I thank you very much. But if you can become an investor, is very, very important, especially for your kids, especially in the economy that we are in today, the interest that we have to pay. So a lot of programs, a lot of things are cutting back. If you can just look around, everything is being cut back. And that's what happens. The economy fools you. It lets you get comfortable and allows you to believe that your current financial life will be how it always is. It never is, right? So you have to maybe get uncomfortable and invest the money. Like find the money, do Uber, whatever. Put the money in the stock market. And you need some accelerated strategies, join the club, First Fruits Investment Club. Hey guys, it's been nice. I will see